Hey everyone, Satnam. My name's Elise and you're watching Satnam Spirituality. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's jump into the new moon and Scorpio reading here. Hope everyone's doing well. This is the day after Halloween, after all. New moon and Scorpio collective reading. All right, we've got quite a few cards here. Underneath the deck is Seduction. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Interesting. So maybe there's something going on in our lives right now that isn't all that it seems. All right, let's jump into the cards. We have Elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. Interesting. We have the coming of winter. It comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. Alas, it is time to lay your quivering chest upon winter's coming. Interesting. Another about the chest, so definitely maybe some heart space going on here. We have the underworld. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. It's like you understand with this coming of winter card and this seduction card and the underworld, it's like you understand that there's something that is changing in this moment. And definitely Pluto is going to head back into Aquarius for the final time here very, very shortly. And so I feel like we're peeling off this like final layer of what that means and really integrating it in right now. And like there is a huge shift that's coming towards us, and it's like true harmony awaits you. And so what that implies is that we are not in harmony right now, and maybe this new moon is where the energy is at right now, and for the cycle of this moon is like really getting in touch with this like shadow side of ourselves, with understanding like inevitably all things come to an end, and so we might have some regrets around this, like with Pluto's journey back and forth for such a long time. I think that we've like moved through a lot of the like what's going on with that, and it's like you're just remembering, it's like you're waking up to your power again after all of the transformation that we've had in Capricorn, depending on what house that resides or takes, or houses, depending on what system you use. But if you look where Pluto is and kind of been bouncing back and forth, there's some areas in your life in which are like we're largely impacted by that, and we're closing that chapter out right now with Pluto being the god of death and resurrection, the underworld, which is we have the underworld card here. We also have candle magic. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire and all that which will unravel. So like maybe it's as simple as doing candle magic right now, but this is really about setting an intention, using like tuning in with the divine, asking the divine for help, imbuing these candles or whatever it is for you, whatever resonates with you personally, with your intention. And that requires us to become really clear. And it's like, yeah, we understand that this end is coming, and so what are we doing to prepare for the new thing to come through? Your journey is clear, and maybe right now we're in a preparation phase. Maybe there's some seduction like pulling us back into these as like a final challenge in these last couple weeks. We also have a Black Cat. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with light in their eyes and shadow being home. it seems like this is just a really, really, really big personal transformation for all of us. And it's like, what are you going to choose to come back with? Are you going to choose to come back with a lesson learned and like moving forward, or are we going to choose to keep on perpetuating these old tasks and our old ways of being? And I feel like there is some seduction to repeat that, and it's like a conscious choice that we're making, right? This journey is clear. It's like we know what we have to do at this point in time, and we just got to show up in that way. Let's see what else. New Moon Scorpio, please. We have Darkness Falls, another shadow card. I mean, these are decks for the fall, so it doesn't surprise me that much. But definitely out of all the cards, like there's some darker ones that are here for sure. So you have underneath the deck, it's Darkness Falls. Within you live the hidden, the things that want nothing more than to swallow you whole. And it's like, yeah, being consumed by maybe this shadow energy. We have Harvest Moon, slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. Yeah, maybe some of that stuff is around like us not feeling like we're capable or that we're enough. Maybe it's around self-worth issues in regards to that. And here, like, there's two cards of the coming of yourself, and then also you are a child of the mother, right? Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You have Haunted House. The things that haunt you are the things you have yet to let go of. So more in regards to that, like these things are showing up for you. And then we have Apple of My Eye. Not all that is alluring is seen. See beyond the illusion. There's something that we're not aware of right now, and there's something that we haven't let go of just quite yet. Let's take a look here. What is this shadow work that we're working through? All right, at the bottom of the deck, We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. Again, the mother coming up again. So it's like we're... I'm going to hold that thought. We have Star Brothers, Horus Energy, Protection, Loyalty, Safety, Trust. We have the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. Excuse me. We have Baby Steps, Action, Follow Your Intuition Before It Makes Sense. And Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. Maybe there's something around this for some of you that has to do with, maybe there's a your connection to your divine feminine or Mother Earth, which really go hand in hand. Is there's something that you're working through at this point in time, and it's like Spirit is like, you're protected. You know, you are a spiritual being. You are going through these lessons, you know, and the guidance is to like make your life a moving prayer and following your intuition before it makes sense. So like really, maybe it's the overthinking and that goes into the self-doubt. But there is an acknowledgement here of life lessons and soul growth. Yeah, I really feel like it has to do with divine feminine energy here. Let's take a look a little bit more. Messages from higher self, please. Okay, so the card that got stuck in the deck is the Devil. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Potions, which is the Ten of Cups. So it feels like we're stuck on something that is not serving us. And when I say not serving us, I mean that at some level, we feel like we need this person, this place, this thing, this belief about ourselves, and it was created in a way of survival. And since we've gone through this evolution of self, we no longer need to keep these attachments here with the devil. These things that parts of our identity, maybe it's things that we've committed to, were part of something within us that was attached to a lower level of self-worth. And so these things cannot continue to go on with us. There's a very clear ending to something here. And a new beginning, just starting. You know? Just kind of keep getting drawn to this black cat. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with light in their eyes and shadow leading home. So just paying attention to your intuition around like what feels off about this situation. Is this something that I need to keep myself committed to? Is this belief aligned with like who I am now as a person, where I truly love myself and I would not say these things to people or about people that I love? We have the Chariot. Yeah, so there's this victory. There's this moving forward, divinely guided, moving forward. We have Judgment here. And then there's there's just also like the underworld, and the devil is also like in the underworld. And with Judgment here being about death and rebirth, it's like, but also it's a judgment call. So you're being called to be judged, to see if you're complete this or not, whatever lesson you've been going through. And it's like, there's this chance to be reborn, but it's like, you know, you have to weigh your heart against the feather type of thing. And be truly prepared to move forward with this, because there's obviously something very negative here. What is root vegetables? Underneath this is number 33, and this is 12, so 333. Which is the number of the divine feminine. It says, in those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. So I definitely feel like, and then there's grieving below that. So like you're grieving a part of your life. I feel like that's a transformation that we're going through. There's this judgment call. There's like a call to action, basically. Like, are you going to still keep on participating in whatever's been holding me back? Or are you truly going to like embody the change that you want to see and you want to be? We have the 7 of Potions. Yeah, there's a lot of like illusions around right now. I really do feel like some truth is kind of revealed in this lunar cycle that truly allows you to move forward with this. You have the Knight of Potions, and then also the Ace of Pumpkins, and finally we have the Knight of Candles. So 2 knights and an ace. Definitely moving forward. This could also be a message coming in with the Knight of Potions, more so like intuitively is how I mean, in order to allow you to move forward with like a renewed enthusiasm, you know, a new passion for life, right? Making your life a moving prayer. But there's something, let's take a look into what's this hidden agenda. Let's see if I can find out more specifics about that. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, and then Transformation, which is the Death card, and then the Sun. And then there's also the Star in here with the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Pumpkins. So we have the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups here. So with the 2 of Swords, it's like a decision needs to be made, but also you were blindfolded to something before, and you also had your guard up around it. You felt like you needed to protect yourself. Maybe you recognize that something's off about this situation. but it's like this blindfold was on and your hands were free to like lift this blindfold off, and kind of the same imagery on the devil card, right? Like typically they have chains around their necks that are actually big enough for them to fit over top of their head, so they can release themselves. And that was kind of the image that kept on coming to my mind. They can release themselves at any point in time. So then we also have the Nine of Potions, which is like what your wish fulfillment is, but maybe there could have been some like smugness around this from you or someone else. And then also with the Three of Potions, like I think this is with like another person or another commitment, like maybe it's like a work commitment or something. And it's like you weren't aware of this situation, and you thought it was going to bring you a lot of happiness and joy, but there was something about another commitment that was made here. We like looking at the bottom of the deck with the Wheel of Fortune and the transformation. Like I just feel like this is a divinely guided, what's going on right now is supposed to happen like in your soul plan for those of you that are watching. And there's a lot of enlightenment that's going to come with the sun here, and like happiness and joy out of through this death process and regeneration. Like the death theme keeps on coming up in the shadow. And so I don't want anybody to become like afraid of that in any way, shape, or form, but it's like this shadow aspect is ending. And then you also have the Three of Pumpkins and the Eight of Swords, and it's like the Eight of Swords is like these self-restrictions that we put on ourselves that are like entirely situations that we've made up in our head. And it's like you're recognizing what that is now. And you're kind of seeing how the plan is like evolving. And it's like you don't want to keep yourself trapped in this like kind of mental headspace anymore. And with this Judgment being here, it's a wake-up call. Like it's a wake-up call to, I don't want to throw out like just, catchphrases and stuff, but I mean like it truly does open your eyes up to something. Okay, sorry, I'm getting stuck on this. And then we have the Star card here with the Four Swords after. So just like coming to this place of like ultimate understanding, healing, rest, moving beyond that. So that's why it's happening, is in regards to that. Let's take a look at what's incoming here. What is this lunar cycle going to bring us, Spirit? For the collective? Scorpio new moon. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. This Three of Cups comes up again. Six of Wands, gaining a victory over this situation. That's as simple as it is. Like I see this Three of Cups as like this situation that you're dealing with. And I feel like it's just something that somebody else is emotionally involved. I keep on getting drawn back to that, but I feel like you're moving past this. Like you're going to be recognized in terms of like, being able to move past this situation. Then there's the Ten of Cups, a beautiful card. The Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and finally the Three of Swords. This is like healing a long-standing wound that you've had. This is something that you've struggled with for a long time. And it's like you finally gain a sense of like your power coming back to you and like this alignment with your higher self. And this was something that was causing you a lot of struggle, and like overcoming this was a wish fulfillment of yours and opens up a lot more emotional like maturity and stability. Let's finish off with a final message. Actually, I want to use these guys here. Pretty interesting reading. I wasn't expecting. All right, we have detoxify and honor your feelings. 100% trust your gut on this one, everyone, and just get rid of this crap out of your life that you don't need anymore. You know? I know it's not as simple as that, but that's what Spirit's pushing us to do. So just know that you're protected, know that you're safe, tune into your feminine energy of allowing, of surrendering, of just being instead of doing. Yeah, that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Satnam.